Medic!
Oh, Jesus. What is that?
Beth, we should go.
You just watched a little snippet of a trailer for an upcoming movie, Cocaine Bear. And it's loosely, very loosely based on a true story. So what is the Cocaine Bear? What is it all about? Let's get to the details. So the trailer for Cocaine Bear was just released last week, and the film is actually scheduled to premiere in theaters on February 24th, so we've got some time. And here's the movie's full synopsis. Inspired by the 1985 true story of a drug runner's plane crash, missing cocaine, and the black bear that ate it, this wild, dark comedy finds an oddball group of cops, criminals, tourists, and teens converging in a Georgia forest where a 500-pound apex predator has ingested a staggering amount of cocaine and gone on a coke-fueled rampage for more blow and blood. So how true is this story? As I mentioned, it's loosely based on a true story. Well, it's pretty different from what actually happened in real life. The story of the Cocaine Bear, though, did occur back in 1985, and here's what we know about it. A 175-pound black bear apparently died of an overdose of cocaine, which is incredibly sad, after discovering a batch of the drug, the Georgia Bureau of Investigation said today. So this is a story from the New York Times in 1985. The cocaine was apparently dropped from a plane piloted by Andrew Thornton, a convicted drug smuggler who died September 11th in Knoxville, Tennessee, because he was carrying too heavy a load while parachuting. The Bureau said the bear was found Friday in northern Georgia among 40 opened plastic containers with traces of cocaine. So while in the movie the bear goes wild, in real life, the bear just died because it ingested way too much cocaine. So it's pretty tragic. A lot of dark, but not a lot of comedy in real life.
Well, the fact people haven't told you the bear's name was Don Jr., so that's part of something a lot of people don't know. I might have misheard that, but I think maybe. Also, you know what the real danger with cocaine addicted bears is? That come Halloween, someone's gonna slip some fentanyl in their Halloween candy, and that's another problem. So it's a multi-pronged problem, Anna, and we have to address it from all sides. We have to all paws on deck to try to solve this one. I
heard the bear doesn't even have to ingest the fentanyl. I heard that as long as the fentanyl is somewhere within the forest, the bear will die.
That's correct. Yeah. That's because forests have mystical rules. And a lot of people don't know that, but that's why forests are such a great place to do drugs in, because they really kick in the mystical nature of the whole situation.
That part's actually true, but anyway, continue.
Yes, well, bears are scary enough without them being on cocaine. I had a face-to-face encounter with a bear once when I was camping with my family.
He was so cute.
He was not as cute as that one. But why are we showing cute bear pictures while I'm trying to talk about my scary bear encounter? That's what it looked like. That's the bear I encountered. I was camping, I was like 9 or 10 or 11 years old, my family in Sequoia. They all went to sleep, but I'm always been a night owl. I'm by the campfire, and there's a noise behind the food locker 15 feet from me, and a black bear pops his head out, looks at me, and starts walking towards me. And he's now 10 feet away, 8 feet, and they say, make yourself tall and make noise. And I'm like, I'm 9. I'm not making noise at a bear. I just turned around and dove towards my tent where my family was sleeping. And I said, open up, there's a bear. My brother's like, it's a bear? Hell no, and he's keeping the zipper down and wouldn't let me in. The bear's now on my ass. I ripped it open, dived in, zipped it closed. The bear knocks the whole side of our tent and then terrorized the whole rest of the campground, thank God. And we've been bear free since '93, you know?
That is amazing. You're not supposed to run away. Like running away will make them chase you.
But I feel like I get to that tent first. Didn't expect my brother trying to kill me. I didn't see that twist coming.
Man.
I still remind him about that.
What'd you do to your brother? Why does he hate you so much?
I mean, we're on good terms now, but you know, he was kind of a rambunctious kid and we lived under the same roof. We didn't get along great. But But we survived to tell the tale about it. And tale pun intended, again, because bears are very cocaine-fueled, addicted, crazy animals. And if you're gonna see a bear, the best antidote, by the way, I don't know if you know this, Anna, and everybody watching, if you encounter a bear that's high on coke, do one of two things. Either give him weed to mellow him out.
Totally. Yep.
Or just ask him about his crypto holdings. And then he'll just go on and on for the next 7 hours about how into crypto he is. And he'll forget that he's trying to murder you and eat you alive.
That's, you know what? Great advice. That's what we do here at TYT. We give you great advice on what to do in situations that will definitely occur in your life at some point.
Correct.
For sure.
Correct.
Exactly.
It's about being prepared. It's the Boy Scouts motto of being prepared. And also this one that's also from my personal life. If you're ever very cold late at night and you've killed a bear earlier, you can cut him open and sleep on the inside of the bear. And it's very warm. And maybe I'm confusing my life at this point with Leonardo DiCaprio in The Revenant. Maybe he did that. It might have been him in that, but I think it would probably.
Yeah. Don't do that. Don't do that. Okay. Well, let's give you some more information though, because Andrew Thornton lived a pretty insane life. Remember, that's the drug smuggler who crashed the plane, and that's how this poor bear got a hold of the cocaine that he ingested and then later died from. Thornton, who claimed he was awarded a Purple Heart for his participation in the 1965 US invasion of the Dominican Republic, worked as a racehorse trainer, a police officer, and eventually a narcotics agent. He'd be a great character for Breaking Bad. Before becoming involved in the illegal drug trade himself and being convicted on marijuana conspiracy charges. At the time of his death, he was sought by various jurisdictions for questioning the connection, questioning in connection with vendetta deaths, according to the Post obituary. So here's what officials found on his dead body. They found the parachute, Gucci loafers, because obviously, a duffel bag of cocaine, a bulletproof vest, night vision goggles, a Browning 9mm automatic pistol, a .22 caliber pistol, several rounds of ammunition, a stiletto, just one, $4,500 in cash, 6 gold, I don't know what that is. Oh, South African coins, food rations, and vitamins. Like, okay, I'm rewatching Breaking Bad right now. And what I don't understand is why people don't get involved in the drug business and instead do a job that's legitimate and doesn't cause extreme anxiety and potentially death. You know what I'm saying? Like, Gucci loafers are cool and everything, but I can do without. I can do without.
I'm in general not a fan of a shoe without a sock in it. So you gotta wear really short socks, or the loafers are really kind of one use and then throw them away. There's that problem. Second problem is, I do love Breaking Bad. It's my favorite show of all time. And you might not remember this obscure line, but there was the one part where Heisenberg says to Jesse, he goes, "I'm the one that gives cocaine to bears." I think that was the line, or the one who knocks. I can't remember exactly, to be honest. And also another fun fact about this story, I don't know if it's a fun fact, but it is a fact. The bear is 175 pounds. You would think that's very, very thin and light for a bear, which is true. But before the bear started doing coke, 300 pounds. Coke just does tend to make people skinny, so there's that.
Yeah, he'd be coking for sure.
Yeah, at least the bear looked its best and maybe a little emaciated at the end. When that guy dropped with the greatest selection of stuff. I mean, talk about it. If you're gonna be stranded from a plane crash, I want at least 80% of what that guy had. Even the one stiletto could come in handy if you want to look like some kind of a weird Bigfoot zombie. Put one on and walk with a strange limp.
Thanks for watching the Young Turks. Really appreciate it. Another way to show support is through YouTube memberships. You'll get to interact with us more. There's live chat emojis, badges. You've got emojis of me, Anna, John, JR. So those are super fun. But you also get playback of our exclusive member-only shows and specials right after they air. So all of that, all you gotta do is click that join button right underneath the video. Thank you.